I hope you're all doing well. I'll get the cards out. Yeah, busy week. I had my daughter over, and after that did some artwork, did some painting, making garlands, making oils. So yeah, no time to get the video out. So I think you all feel the same, you know, that other things has at that moment that you had, um, you didn't do the things that you needed to do earlier on, and it's catch up to you, and then you have to do it all at once, right? And but it was amazing week. Spend the time on the land and to beautiful places, and also painting. I'm not a painter, but I had a feeling I had to do it. Some inspiration came through, and then I had to do my paintings. I think the last time was also last year around the same time that I was painting my goddess. So yeah, and now I'm painting my drum. It's time to get my Remo drum worked out, because most of the time when you are in bad weather, you still can play your drum. So that needed to be painted. It's waiting already for 2 years. So and now I got the inspiration. Well, what is happening in the twin flames? Interesting. I had the feeling it was a time of withdrawal, a time of doing the things that you need to do for yourself, connecting with other things than just, putting everything in the twin flame journey. Sometimes you need a break from it, sometimes you can't. But yeah, it is. It's very interesting what is happening. So a lot of things are asking your attention, and other things are asking for your attention. So yeah, let's see what we have. The dolphin baby in the divine masculine's mind space. I'm still a little bit cold today. Yeah, dolphin baby, you are a Lemurian original, and you are in flow. You're timeless, and you're adaptable. You're free, and take your time with the things that you need to take time for. So that is really interesting that they say it, because that's exactly what I was doing this week. I gave other things a little bit more priority, and sometimes the priorities that you give to things, when you put your energy in there, you know, you also get your gratitude, and you're receiving more out of it. So that's what the divine masculine did in this week also. You know, it's swimming with the current, with the flow, what is coming to your mind and what is inspiring you. You take action on it, and you're very adaptable. You know, there is no harsh feelings or anything like that. I don't feel that. But when I was in meditation today, I was in the temple and I was in meditation, and it was like, oh my God, fireflies all around you. So know this, there is a lot of fire within you. There's a lot of fire coming towards you. There's love on its way. So be prepared, from all sides, love is coming towards you. So it could be that you get love offers. Ooh, earth and air in your heart space. That's really beautiful. Physical integration, mental clearing, enjoy the flight and nesting. New earth relationships and purification. So you are purifying new earth relationships, or everything that is coming your way, and that triggers emotions from the past, or that know that you were in a mental clearing space. um, Sometimes it's a little bit heavier, but know that the energy that's coming from the air, that is creating that light within you, that is transforming everything. Sometimes you're purging for someone else, divine masculine, divine feminine, how that's beautiful. Divine feminine is purging for the divine masculine is purging for the divine feminine, and both they purging energies that is good for the greatest good of all. That's what I hear. um and you're because of that, you have that feeling that you want to withdraw, that you want to do other things than just the twin flame journey, or clearing spaces, or doing grit work, or whatever. But it's enjoy that flight, enjoy that energy, enjoy that you are doing this, because sometimes we can say, oh my gosh, this is so heavy. But I predicted that already 2 weeks ago, that the energies would get more intense and more dense, because of Easter time, and everybody is thinking about Jesus on the cross and that kind of stuff, instead of celebrating his life. It's and that's so interesting. When I sometimes I do channelings with Mary Magdalene, and she says, no, it's not the time um, for us to grieve. It's the time to celebrate, because we celebrate the transformation and the resurrection. So that is the purification of the earth and the third dimensional realm, and the old paradigm, what we're doing. And the divine masculine knows this in his heart space. He is you know all this mucus, all the dark shadow, he is transmuting it, because the light and the earth angels and the angels he's connected with, and his guides are saying, okay, no, after ever transformation there is a new rebirth. So yeah, beautiful what is going on at the moment. Yeah. How does he seize the divine feminine? How does the divine masculine seize the divine feminine? How does he seize the divine feminine? As a blessing. He sees the divine feminine as a blessing in his life. Sanctify, honor all life, seeing the sacredness, and he is blessed. He feels that he is blessed with the divine feminine. He sees that the divine feminine is blessed in all the things she does, in all the work she does, um, listening to herself, listening to the earth. That was so amazing. I was drumming yesterday evening, and I got visions of the sun dance. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that was so intense. And sometimes you ask yourself, where do you get your strength from, right? Where do I get the strength from that I can persevere so many things? And when I saw that vision yesterday, I knew where that strength, perseverance, not giving up, um, um, offering, surrendering, fighting, um, and offering the things for the greater good of all. So sometimes you see in your visions the things that you need to know at that moment in that time. And why is it coming, right at the moment of, Easter, around Easter? That's because we are purging, we are seeing what we are offering and what we are giving up for the greater good of all. So we can sustain. So the knowledge will sustain and will be here, and we will receive the things that we need to receive. So wow, that was so intense, but it was very, very beautiful at the same time. My whole body started to react and shake. So sometimes, yeah, you see that. Divine feminine, what are you doing? You are going with the flow. You release control, you have divine will, and there is oceanic consciousness. So you're diving, you're going with the flow, you're going with the water. You're a part of the water. Interesting, because I'm drumming on water. So, and I'm working with the water at the moment, because I took a couple of weeks ago, I took some water from Malvern, from the Malvern spring, and I'm working with that water. So there is so many things here that is already in alignment with what I'm doing, but also what the collective is doing. What the collective is doing. What's this? What's this? Wanna come out? Yeah. In the divine feminine's heart space, dove of peace. Dove of peace. Yeah, and together with that water, go with the flow. Don't work against the current. See what's happening, what is good for you, what is flowing for you, what is not flowing, and work with that. Sometimes we, I keep hearing, water. You need to go to the water. You need to clear with the water, you need to work with the water, you need to drink more water, all that energy of water. It's necessary, I hear, because when we get in that fire energy, in the fire of belting, in the fire of new energies, the water and the land coming together as one, you know, to create fertility and to create um, growth, you know, who I feel already the fire coming in, then you need that water. Otherwise you're burning up or you explode. So yeah, that's really interesting what's happening. So yeah, the dove of peace in the heart of the divine feminine. Stay in the heart space. All is well, and be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace what is happening. Be at peace, you know, with everything around you. Be in that space that you say, okay, I am okay. No matter what happens around me, I am okay. I'm staying in that peaceful state. You know, and I told you that before. uh, at night there's so much going on at night, you know. Frequencies are shifting and changing. You feel the frequency shifting and changing during the night. And as soon when you sing your soul song, or when you say your prayers, or you say your or you're talking your light language, it stops right away. And I tried it so many times now, because it wakes me up. I feel the frequency shift in my body, and I wake up by it, and then I'm hearing that frequency that is a low tone. And I think first I let it go, and it went on for about 30 minutes. But the next time when I heard it, I started to do the light language and my soul song, and it stopped after 2 minutes. It stopped, and I thought, oh my God, we can change all the frequencies that is around us, that is with us. So there are so many things possible with and we don't do it conscious, you know. You become conscious of it, and when you become conscious of it and you know that you are sensitive, and that you can shift it and you can change those frequencies, then we never stop working. As light beings, we never stop working. As twin flames, you never start working, because what the feminine does, the masculine does. You know, they mirror each other in that frequency. So if divine feminine goes through a transformation, divine masculine goes through a transformation. And that is what is needed for the greatest good of all. And that's what they do, you know. And if we look at it as in a if we look at it in in the twin flame journey, you know, there is there are, and we starting now the second wave of the twin flames of 2025. So that's really interesting, because we had the first wave and they did their work, and a lot of people came already together in the first wave. Now the second wave is coming in, you know, the second wave of twin flames of 2025 that are coming into union. And there are some things that still needs to work on. But I when I tune into that, you know, they're both ready um, for changing these energies and working with each other. They're ready. How does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine as the new man? He is an enlightened masculine, There is potential, and she sees the potential, and he is working on the new earth. The enlightened masculine is working with his inner child. He did his inner child work. Very mature, very consistent. Um, doesn't uh, weave her around. It's not that you say, he's not a man of word, he's a man of action. He doesn't show it by his words, he shows by his action what he means. And that is, I think that's more important than the words, that the masculines are flowing around. We are done with the love bombing, and we are done with the masculine saying so many beautiful things and then don't follow up on it. The feminine changed in that also. The feminine changed in that also. The feminine says, okay, I know my worth, I know who I am, I know what I want, and don't play around, don't manipulate, because we feel that. And it's so much harder now in these times to come into union, because we're still going through processes of letting go of that old paradigm. And when we let go of that old paradigm, and we're still purging, and we're still releasing, then then love can come in. That's the reason why we're all on that twin flame journey. And do you need to call it twin flame journey? Do you need to call it soulmate? We all have names for it. And I think we need to get rid of the labels. I think you feel the chemistry, you feel the love, you feel the connection, you feel, sometimes it's not feeling, sometimes you just know, because you had already connection in the fifth dimensional realm before you met. And one of the two twin flames already knows in that space. And when you meet each other uh, in the third dimensional realm, and you meet each other, you know, your maybe your head doesn't know, but your soul knows. And then the battle starts. We start this battle between the heart and the head. And I think that's the thing we are releasing at the moment. The way of the pearls. What supports the divine masculine? The way of the pearls. Liminal space, new energies coming in, trust, and it's a time of growth. So you're diving deep in the waters, into your emotions, to clear out the mucus. I hear, to clear out the mucus, and let the beauty come up, of the transformation. You're holding that pearl. The pearl divers need to dive deep, to get the best oysters out. And there is not so much space. There is limitless space um, for that transformation. Most of us is that space is during winter time. And when we're going ahead into the summertime, it's the time of celebration of what you already transmuted in your life. And that is so, because that was the growth. And then you can then you can enjoy that growth, you know. And it's a time in the transformation. You just need to trust, you know, that everything is okay, you know, that it's okay with your counterpart, that it's okay for the greatest good of all, that we have to have that trust that something else is happening, is brewing, and and we will see the results later on. Sometimes we don't get the insights right away, but we get the insights after something happened, right? um, and I feel a beautiful, calm, loving energy coming in. It's a calm energy coming in, but it's so full of love. And I have a feeling it's one of my goddesses that is coming in to assist here. I hear Kuan Yin is here to assist during this reading. Mercy, goddess of mercy and compassion. Very beautiful energy. For the divine feminine, um, what will support you? The pure white light, DNA healing, removing negativity, and sacred geometry. It could be that you were influenced by negative energies, um, and that's what I feel with the frequencies. I don't see those frequencies as positive when it's interfering in your sleep, when it's trying to get your frequency down. That's a negative energy. We can shift it and we can change that. When we are connecting with the Acturians, when we're connecting with our pure light, when we're connecting with our soul song, when and we transmuting and removing those negative energies for the greatest good of all, not only for yourself but also for your whole environment. It could be that you have animals in your house, it could be that you have children in your house, you know, and you can shift and change that energy also through sacred geometry. You know, sacred geometry brings us to a level beyond this space, and it's connected with your gold print. It's connected with your DNA. So yeah, no, it's a time of growth. No, it's a time of shifting. It's a time of love coming in. It's a time of fire coming in, fire and growth. Um, that's really really amazing. Yeah. So uh, when I felt the energy of Kuan Yin coming in, she's also the goddess of healing. So know that on different levels you are healed. To be prepared for a divine masculine. And I hear soon, don't wait too long, soon, you know, that energy of the divine masculine is coming in to heal, to work, to enjoy, to be happy, to have fun. And I see what I see with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. um their children, their inner child, those inner children are making a lot of fun together. They understand each other without words, and there is this kind of mischief coming up within it when I tune in. So yeah, really, really beautiful, really beautiful. There's fun, there's humor, there's laughter, there can be serious, serious of connecting to the planet, I hear. Um, yeah, it's it's fun. Those inner children are having fun together. So I see more joy and laughter coming in. So yeah. Oh, flyer. Yeah, Blu-ray being, divine masculine. How does the divine masculine sees the union with the divine feminine? This high vibrational being, he sees her as a high vibrational being, cosmic expression, and she is the bridge between dimensions. So that's how he sees her in union. When they are in union and coming together, this is what he experienced. This is what he experienced for the divine feminine. What would happen when they are in that union? You know, they both get activated by their spirit guides. She gets activated by his spirit guides. He gets activated by her spirit guides, and that that increases both their vibration, um, and they being that cosmic expression. Um, and I hear, even if it's um, created, it's created. Time and space is created by the universe. Time and space is created by the universe. They have not a lot to say about it. Maybe our minds, sometimes want that, or wants to have that control about um, what would happen. But that's not up to us. It's the universe that knows exactly when it's the right time, when everything is in alignment. Um, because they don't want, and that's beautiful. They don't want the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming in a toxic or a karmic relationship, because they know they shifted so much and they do so much things to shift their energies and to work with the land and to work for the greater good of all, that when they are coming together too soon, it would disrupt some work they already doing. It would disturb some things. That's what I hear. So no, that is when you come in union, when you come in that alignment and divine timing. Oh, you feel that. You feel the chemistry. You feel that energy moving around and getting that pull. Um, you feel that pull together. That yeah, that it's time for that union. We don't need to do anything about it, actually. Yeah, there's a resolution for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. How does the divine feminine see the divine masculine in union as a resolution? All timelines are collapsing when they are together. There is no time, there is no space. They create new insights together, higher self embodiment. so they know that their higher selves are embodied when they are together, and they are coming from that pure expression. They coming, yeah, and it's, and the twin flames are so different than a normal union or karmic union, because everything is going with energy most of the time. They don't need to talk, the energy will do its work, you know. The guides, your guides, the masculine guides, that energy will flow, that will heal you together. And I heard, don't worry, because time is near. Time is near, I hear. And oh, that's interesting, because the time is near. And when you are coming together in this union, and working with each other, and flowing with each other, it's not just the work. There is so much more to it, but the time needs to be okay. And I have a feeling that they're both shifting and changing a lot in the energies. It's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful journey. It's not the journey. It's in love. It's in energy. It's so much support I hear from the ancestors and the universe, for you both to come together, because there is nothing, nothing that can withhold to get these uh, multidimensional beings, because that's what they are. They're not just the flesh, uh, into union. So there's nothing that can stop it, because the universe and the ancestors already said, of both sides, that this is what needs to happen. Um, so just trust in it. Give that trust. You're both, you have Lemurian, Palladian originals, uh, origin, I hear. You're original. Yes, you are. Um, it's a sanctuary for the divine masculine to be with the divine feminine. That's a blessing for him. Divine feminine sees the divine masculine as the new man, that is enlightened, that still, that came a long way, I hear. Divine masculine came a long way. And maybe there are still some things that needs to be shifted and transmuted, but he needs to know, the divine masculine needs to know, that he is loved and that he is taken care of, um, not only by his ancestors, but also the space that the divine feminine holds for the divine masculine is incredible. There is so much potential, and there is so much potential that she sees in the divine masculine for where he can grow. She always saw that. Divine feminine always saw in the divine masculine what he doesn't see for himself. So he is taking care of his inner child. He is taking care and he is nurturing his inner child. I also see his inner child get triggered sometimes. And but I hear he can keep that composure. So that's beautiful. Stay in your heart space. The white, pure, your pure white light. You're almost in that innocent energy, divine feminine, carries that innocent energy within you. And I hear there are so many sides to the divine feminine. And I hear the divine masculine is intrigued and he wants to explore all of it, you know? Uh, yes, of course, we have the maiden, the lover, the mother, and the crone um, that is operating through the women. And yeah, and then I hear, you never know, you never know what flavor you get. You never know what flavor you get. And that's the intriguing part. That's the intriguing part. Yeah. Is the maiden coming out or the lover coming out, or is it the wicked witch? Oh my god, guys. Is it the wicked witch that comes out? No, that's I my guides are really messing with me and having fun with me. But when you concentrate on the light, it's yeah, that's it. Concentrate on the light because you are that light being. Yeah. And that negativity and the shadow, is good for the winter time to be transmuted. Yeah. For everything, there's a resolution, and it's the Trinity, it's the dolphins, it's the mother, it's the geometry, it's the freedom that you get, you know, and connecting with the earth, with the crystals and the crystal caves. Yeah, you're a Blu-ray being, higher vibrational being, and you're working with that. You're working together with your divine feminine to a higher vibration. And know that new energies are coming your way, energies of love, prosperity, abundance. Um, um, I hear divine masculine, don't let yourself be held back. You need to trust. All is okay. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to look for my, oh, here are my cards. Yeah, let's see what my cards are saying this time. Let's get some incense going here. Made a mixture of my incense. So I'm, oh, beautiful. I'm in, yeah, I feel the creative vibes coming in, creative vibes constantly, being creative, making the things that you need to, that you waited too long for. It's time to leave all addiction behind. Divine masculine. It's time to leave all addiction behind. What is the addiction of the divine masculine? Divine masculine knows itself, what he needs to leave behind, what is holding him in that lower frequency. Look at that. What is holding you back in that lower frequency? Divine feminine, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. It is possible that the divine masculine is coming into your dreams, or when you're in that space of dream time. you know, that pay attention to it, because there are a lot of signs and synchronicities in your dreams that you will see and recognize. What is good to transform, what you, maybe you dream of past lives, maybe you dream of the divine masculine that's coming in. There's so many things that are can get activated in your dream time, because spirit shows you what you need to know. So pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you have a dream journal next to your bed, so if you wake up, that you can write down your dreams and you can remember it. Or have a dream book next to you, so you can look up right away what the meaning of your dream is. And I hear you dream your dreams into reality. Wow. You can dream your dreams into reality, because we all know that our brain doesn't know the difference between a visualization, a dream, or reality. So whatever we do, you know, we can, you know, transmute that in our dreams. Wow. Beautiful. Divine masculine. Entry point into infinity. Go to the 0 point. It could be that you are getting a reset, a total reset in your DNA, and you're starting all over again. The entry point into infinity. So when you go to that portal, um, there is no ending. You know, when you enter that space, when you enter that dimension, or you're working with the divine feminine, that entry point is infinite. You know, there is no ending. It's always moving around. It's always moving. It's up, down, left, right. You know, there's always flow. It's always energetic. So many, and then I see so many energies moving around when the divine feminine and masculine is together. You know, there's so much going on. For the divine feminine, you need to leave behind for who you are in human form. You are a multidimensional being. You need to leave behind for who you are in human form. That means you still have your body, you still are a human, but you're also a multidimensional being. And when we leave the program behind, how we are programmed, with what we are programmed with, that's for everybody is that different. You know, it's everybody has a different program. When you leave that program behind, you know, you're entering another state of being, and another consciousness you're entering. And that consciousness doesn't always um, um, how do I say this? That consciousness is not always resonating with everyone, because the twin flames aren't for everyone. They are just for a certain kind of people. where they can resonate with, where they can learn from, where they learn from each other, when they work with each other, when they um, yeah, come into union with each other, I hear. And that's not just that, oh, if you go there, yeah, of course it's Beltane. Thank you very much, guys, to show me those images. The fire is going, you know, the fireflies all around you, you know, whoopatay. It's Hathor's love for the divine masculine. Wow. Well, divine masculine, prepare yourself. If Hathor comes on with her love into your life, you can't sustain that one, because she is the mother of love. She is the goddess of love, and there's no way to escape that one. I experienced her love in Egypt, and that is so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. It's so beautiful. Joy and laughter fills your day, divine feminine, and that's really really beautiful. The joy and the laughter will fill your day, or shall I say days, you know, because it's not just one day that energy is there for you. It will fill your days. Divine masculine, oh my gosh, yeah. Prepare yourself. You are successful, divine masculine, with everything you do. Success is around the corner. I hear let go of fear that your project will not come through. Everything you touch, divine masculine, it will be successful. And then I see gold around you. So you don't need to be afraid of anything what you have in mind that wouldn't happen in your life. Divine feminine, you are beautiful. Look within and see your soul. Wow. Thank you, guys. You are beautiful. Look within and see your soul. That's also how the divine masculine sees you with the blessing cards, you know. He sees your soul. He's not just looking to the outside. He is looking at your soul. He's looking how everything is working out for you. You know, he's seeing your radiance. He's seeing your happiness. He's seeing your sadness. You know, the divine masculine is just like the divine feminine. They look to each other's soul. They're not looking, well, it does count, you know, of course, because that's the chemistry, and the attraction comes from that energetic work, that energetic field that you're carrying. So the divine masculine sees the beauty in the soul of the divine feminine. He sees her. It's not that she isn't being seen by the divine masculine. Divine masculine, you're destined to live through your heart. Wow. Well, that's what just what I said, you know. Also, the divine masculine is beautiful, has a beautiful soul, because it's already been seen. because you live through your heart. You know, there is sometimes I hear, sometimes that ego comes and pops up. But you also know how to control that ego. Oh, 55, 55, how beautiful. So that's the sign of transformation. So it could be that we're going through a lost transformation before union. Wow. It's so beautiful, divine masculine and feminines on this journey that I see also people that are in separation, people that are living in different countries, still are twin flames together and working it out with each other, you know, flying up and down and meeting each other on different locations, because it used to be very hard, you know, to have a long distance relationship. With the twin flames, it's different. You know, they have that unconditional trust, that unconditional love for each other, that they can fly up and down, you know, towards each other. Could be that there are months and months of time in between before they see each other, but that chemistry is still there, you know, it's still there. The love is still there, because when you meet your twin and you know it, it's very rare that your attention will go to someone else, because the the connection they have is so powerful, is so strong, um, that it's almost not just, no, not, this is the wrong word. Um, it's almost that their souls can't be separated, because they're it's the other part of your soul. You can see it like that. They mirror each other. They have the same experiences. You know, the whole dynamic is there, and I see somebody else can come in, another feminine, other masculine, but it doesn't create that spark. It doesn't create that spark. Okay, beautiful. Last one for the divine masculine, last one for the divine feminine. Then I'm going to the moon cards. Hopes and dreams, divine masculine. You have the same card as the divine feminine. Your hopes and dreams will come into fruition. Everything what you hope for, everything what you dream for, that will happen. You know, not only in the twin flame, in on love, in you can level it out on every level. You know, what you want, it's granted. What you want is granted, and it's absolute. I hear it's absolute. What you want is granted, and it's absolute. There's no one else that can interrupt that energy. Nobody. Nobody can interrupt that energy. Sometimes it's energies come in and they can delay, but what is for you will never pass you by. Never. Because that's your birthright. So what is your birthright and what is meant for you will come to you. Divine feminine. Bridget's healing. Bridget is coming towards the divine feminine, and it's beautiful because I got Kuan Yin, and Bridget and Kuan Yin have the same healing modalities, and they have the same healing powers, uh, and they're both working on your DNA system and in your body system, in your multi-dimensional being, you know. So your light and your love and everything what is not love will disappear out of your system. Everything what is not love, that will disappear out of your life, out of your system. Doesn't matter. Everything what is not love. Okay, let's go to the moon cards. What do the moon cards have to say? One card for the divine masculine. Ground yourself, make earth connections, and go into nature, divine masculine. Ground yourself, earth your connections, and make earth connections and go into nature. So that's really that is what is necessary for the divine masculine. So it could be that you have to take a walk, go into the woods. Oh, the woods are so amazing at the moment. The bluebells are out, the hawthorns are in blossom. It's really amazing. You are creating a masterpiece. Keep going, divine feminine. You are creating a masterpiece. So keep going, divine feminine. Wow, it's the spark, you know, it's the spark that's going around. It's the fire. It's the fire that keeps going, sparking. Sparks are flying around like fireflies. This will pass by, divine masculine. This will pass by. Maybe there is a feeling for you that you are yearning for something, or you want something in your life, or you're waiting for something, you know, and maybe you're in a transformation and it feels heavy, or it feels not heavy. I'm not going to delete, control, all delete, 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 delete. This energy will pass by. This dense, this density, what was around, you know, what comes in, you know, that will pass by. It will. It's a phase, I hear. Every now and then we have those also connected with the Schumann resonance, with the solar flares that is happening in our earth, in our field. And the sun is pushing so hard to come through, to win, you know, to come back to the light, and to just to get a little opening in the sky when she said, okay, I'm pushing my rays through the sun, through the clouds, and you feel the energy shift right away, because sometimes the clouds create a density. What we can feel, by the way. Be the light for someone in troubled waters. So, divine feminine. Be the light in someone's troubled waters. So, you know that that you can send healing, stand by, uh, just now and then send a message of appreciation, you know, that you say, okay, I have a feeling that person can need some more love and more attention, and then you give your love, yeah, give your attention, say that you think about them, what is going on in their life. And sometimes other people don't know anymore, don't remember, don't understand where somebody is going through sometimes. And sometimes it's and then it's really needed, you know, to just give them a nudge, you know, like, okay, I know where you're going through. I'm here for you if you want to talk. If you don't want to talk, it's okay. But know that I'm thinking of you. So, and it's not that something is behind that, I hear. It's pure. It's pure. It has no alternative motive, I hear. Okay, last card for the Divine Masculine. Time to relax, adventure, and reading a good book. So maybe you're going on an adventure and take time to relax, take time, because we all forget when you're going through a transformation, you know, it's time to give yourself some, oh my gosh, they're you know, itching my ear. Time to relax. And when adventure is always a good thing to do, you know, going on an adventure and relax and take a good book with you and just read or just sit or go somewhere that you can read a book, you know, that you can put your mind at ease to something else than just all the things that you need to do, that you need to take care of, you know. Relax. Divine Feminine, protect yourself. It's that time of the year again. It's that time of the year again. Yes, protect yourself, Divine Feminine, in every way possible. You know, I see that's what I said, you know, earlier on in this reading. Negative energies are trying to interfere with your love life and with your life. So as soon as you feel that, if you know that, if you sense it, you know, get uh, out of that vibration, move yourself out of it, go somewhere else, you know, then you need to move. So those energies are not able to, and I hear confuse them, confuse them, confuse those energies. And that's what you do with light language, with what you do with your soul song. That's what you do with the geometry. Doesn't matter what kind of geometry you use, because when you are in that state that you can work with the geometry, you can activate some different shapes to get rid of those energies. So, well, and when you are in a different state, different energy, different environment, they can't touch you. Huh. Now that song is coming through from, I don't know who it was. Was it Can Touch You, Can Touch Me? Oh, hate that. What's the number of the, I think it's Bobby Brown. I'm not sure. Bobby Brown, can't touch. You can't touch this. Can't touch this. So that comes through. Let's see what the lyrics are in that song, and there's definitely a message there. So protection is needed. Sometimes it is from the people you already know. Don't pay attention to any gossip. That's what I hear. Don't gossip yourself. Don't pay attention to people that gossip, because you are entering in a time that you are radiant, that you are shining, that everything is going forward, that everything is moving for you. And um, some people are just envious. And, you know, it's just live with it. Live with it. You know already your whole life that you are carrying an energy that people are jealous of. So let them be. Let them be. That's a good one. Learn yourself. Um, uh, Teach yourself or learn or integrate the system of letting be. Let it be. Whatever will be, will be. Let it be. You know, people don't, yeah, when you're in a space that everything is okay for you and that you say, okay, that is who you are. That's not of my interests. You can do whatever you want. I let it. It's not me, you know? And you always have people that want to go in competition with you. There are always people that want to be better than you. Let them. Let them. And they are. Sometimes they are better than you know? And then that, let them. Very easy, very in flow, and it's a very good protection. Okay, all the love, all the blessings, and I have 111 on the timer here. Perfect time to close off. If you want a reading or whatever, go into the description box below. My email address is there. And if you want your own twin flame reading, or you want a divine masculine reading or a divine feminine reading, to see how you need to transform on some levels, on unconscious levels, to shift and to change, to be coming closer to your twin flame, or if he is already around you, let me know. Okay, all the love and all the blessings. Bye bye.